It's the 2K.
Here's badminton tournament.
Oh, you caught me. I thought I was in the wrong building, Ernie.
Oh, me too.
I was like, what?
Miss this is what I was saying. Anyway, it's 2K, and we've got the world's biggest and one of the most clever ones, Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against for the Raptors. They won that game against Charlotte. A terrific underdog win in that last game. They're feeling good, looking to keep it up tonight. It seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what?
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. First game of this trip here for the Pistons. They're hoping to start it off with a W. They're still alive in the playoff hunt, just 2 games out of the final seed.
Yeah, and you know, we're always looking for motivation. I think there is a lot of pride going into this game for this group, looking to avoid the season sweep after dropping those first 2. They'll play with a lot of that motivation.
They feel this is a team they can beat, and they want to prove it here tonight, Greg. So we'll see if the third time is indeed the charm.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Jackson is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Andrew Nicholson. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
That's off as well, so he misses both. On defense, the Pistons. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays. And if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Outside Lowry. It's picked off. And Meeks kicks to Drummond. Outside Jackson. Back to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Lowry drives in. That's good.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Now here's Jackson. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Offensive rebound. And again, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And here's Jackson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And it's Harris off the drive. That's good.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Lowry dishes to Ross. Patterson up top. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Shoots it up. And again, Toronto no up.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Detroit.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Ross with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 7 points now for Terrence Ross. Meeks passes to Jackson. Over in the corner, Meeks. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Toronto trailer. The drive by Lowry. Over to the wing. And Patterson kicks to Ross. Back to Patterson. Passes it to Freak. 18 feet out. Rebound, Detroit. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now, here's Meeks. Guarded closely. Jackson dishes to Meeks. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Pistons leading by 3. Jackson drives in. Here's Drummond. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And a wide open look for Freak. No good. That would have tied it.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Jackson against Lowry. Jackson passes to Drummond. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Tobias Harris. Averaging about 11 points, 6 rebounds, and really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And the Raptors making a change here. Biyombo's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Morris is checked in for Andrew Nicholson. And Sessions subbed in for Jody Meeks. Ross against Harris. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. But they'll get another chance. From the arc, Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Harris outside. Cannot hit. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Here's Freak. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Here's Freak. Buries the long-range jumper. Freak's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Toronto.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Morris a screen. And Sessions kicks to Morris. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
guys. That's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now it's an 8-point Piston lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And that one's good. Freak.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
I want everyone here in the Air Canada Center to get it up.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Powell dishes to Freak. Drains the three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
Out of their lap from long range.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here is Harris, who's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
And the Raptors with the ball. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Joseph. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And that one's good. Freak.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Sessions with it. Picked up by Joseph. Morris outside. Morris with the screen for Sessions. From deep three-point range. And it's Freak with the rebound. Raptors trail by 4. Shoots. They grab their own miss. Johnson over to help. It's stolen by Sessions. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That's tipped. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Sessions. Here's Powell. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sessions passes to Harris. They set the pick. Morris kicks to Sessions. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Sessions has got his first bucket of the night. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Johnson. Now here's Freak. He gets it up. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. No shortage of scoring. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Freak in at shooting guard. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Powell in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
All right.
And he can't hit the second. Detroit leading by 5. Jackson kicks to Drummond. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Second in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And again, you know, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean. Outstanding effort.
Ross is checked in for Toronto. Wright comes in for Corey Joseph. Drummond with a screen on Wright. It's Jackson with the drive. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And they're running. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And while we can, let's check on the leading distributors of the point guard position in the second half of the season. And you look at Lowry, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Reggie Jackson, just trailing him. He really does a great job leading his team. Such an unselfish player.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. You take a look at the Raptors. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And checking out Detroit, they just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
And checking out Detroit, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
Patterson is checked in for Bismack Biyombo.
Still Raptors ball.
Raptors trail by 3. Patterson, the screen. 4 on the clock. From downtown. And it's Freak missing.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
They set the screen. Johnson attacking. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Pistons, fast break. Jackson's got the ball. That's good. Jackson's got 6 points.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
And Patterson kicks to Ross. Freak with it. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. They double him with Drummond. Dishes it to Valanciunas. 4 on the shot clock. Patterson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Patterson's got his first points in this one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Drummond. Shoots from the right block. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 3rd rebound on the night. There's some solid defense there from Jackson. Pistons leading by 3. Drummond with a screen on Patterson. Jackson drives in. They get it back. Here's Drummond. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot.